Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Paulina, and I am focusing on my journey after gastric sleeve surgery. I got my surgery on August 1st, 2019. 2 weeks prior to that, I was 304 pounds. Day of surgery, I was 291, and today I am 189. So that is a total of 115 pounds down in about 6.5 months. On this specific video, I'm gonna be focusing on post-op 4 months, 5 months, and 6 months. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. All right, you guys. So before I get started, I am a little sick, so I have tea. So I'm gonna be drinking that as we go on with the video. And also I have notes because I don't like to just like talk and talk and talk, even though I probably will still do that, but I do have notes to go off on. So let's just start with month 4. My starting weight on month 4 was 225. At the end of the month, it was 212. A couple of awesome things that happened in my 4 months was I went on a plane for the first time since surgery. I didn't have to ask for an extender. The time before that I went on a plane, I literally had to ask for an extender. And it was embarrassing because I asked her for it and she wasn't bringing it, and I was getting super anxious because she wasn't bringing it. And then she finally brought it and like snuck it to me. Like, it was super embarrassing. I didn't use it because I thought she wasn't gonna bring it to me, so I literally like squeezed myself into the regular seatbelt. But this time I didn't even have to ask for one. We were going to San Antonio to see my brother play in the band, and it was such an amazing feeling to just sit in the chair and not feel like you were squishing the person next to you, which was my husband, because I always make him sit in the middle. But yeah, that was a huge thing for me, is just sitting in a normal plane seat, comfortable, and not, my back wasn't hurting, my stomach wasn't being squished by the seatbelt. It was crazy. But that was something, a non-scale victory that happened that month. Let me see. We walked everywhere in San Antonio. We stayed in downtown San Antonio, so where everything was at, the Riverwalk. I think it's called downtown, next to the Riverwalk and stuff. So we walked a lot. I went with my mom and my husband, and we walked everywhere, and I wasn't tired the entire time. Like, and usually I'd be like, let's get an Uber or let's sit down and chill, you know. And that was just in my 4 months, and I felt amazing. So we were walking around the entire time. We also went to a hockey game, me and my husband, and I felt super comfortable in the seat. Someone that doesn't understand, like, these things might sound so stupid to someone, but someone that has struggled with their weight, these are huge things. These are things that you think about before it's gonna happen. Like, before I go into a hockey game or a baseball game, that's something that I would think about, like, am I gonna fit in the seat? I would always make my husband get the last seat, like the row seat or the aisle seat, I'm sorry, because I didn't want to sit next to someone, because I didn't want to freaking be touching elbows with them or whatever. It's stupid things that I don't have to worry about anymore. We went to the hockey game, like I said, and I was fine. I was comfy. I don't remember if I was in an aisle seat. I don't think I was. No, I wasn't. Because I remember there was a lady sitting next to me and then Tony next to me. But yeah, that was another thing that happened in San Antonio that was like super, that made me feel awesome. That same month, we went to Disneyland. We went to Disneyland with my little brother, and we rode all the rides. So going to Disneyland, I never had the experience of not fitting in a ride at Disneyland. I feel like all the rides at Disneyland, well, not all of them, but most of them, I feel like everyone can fit into them, just the way that they're, sometimes you don't even have to wear seatbelts on some of the rides. But I was able to get on all the rides comfy. I didn't cheat the entire time. My brother got like cotton candy, ice cream, I don't even know, a bunch of things, and I didn't cheat that time that I went to Disneyland at all. I got vitamin water. They had 0 vitamin water there, which I got like multiple times. I took in snacks. At Disneyland, they actually let you take in snacks, so I took like my protein bars, pistachios, I think. I even took Gatorade. I took all my snacks to just help me go and be successful that day. That trip was random. We literally decided to go day of. We went to go eat in downtown Disney, and they were like, let's go to Disneyland. But before I went in, I made sure to get my snacks before going in. And that's awesome about Disneyland, that you're actually able to take stuff in. One thing that I did get to do at Disneyland was like I said, it was random. So we didn't even have clothes, like we weren't prepared, and we wanted to get on water rides and stuff, and we got soaked. So I was like, okay, let's go buy clothes. Me and my little brother, which I'll post a picture right here, we got onesies, and I fit into an extra large. There was nowhere to try it on. I had to buy it and then go to the bathroom to put it on. I asked him, can I return it if it doesn't fit, right? Because that's what I'm used to. And I went to the bathroom and it fit me. A freaking onesie. Like, are you kidding? It was crazy. Like, I remember putting it on in the bathroom and like almost crying because I was like, what the hell? Like, how does this fit me? So that was another non-scale victory. All these things happened in 1 month. So it was crazy. What else happened there? Thanksgiving. So it was the month of November and Thanksgiving. My parents are not together, so I have a lot of different places that I have to go to for Thanksgiving, and it's stressful. I usually would eat like, I literally have like 4 houses to go to on like in 2 days. I would eat 4 times the same freaking plate with mashed potatoes, stuffing, turkey, ham, yams, bread, a lot of bread. And I didn't do that this time. I am gonna be real with you guys. When I did go to my grandma's and my mom's, I did have pozole. I had a tiny bit of pozole and I was fine. I ate it really, really slow. I didn't eat a lot of the broth because obviously you get full off broth. But I was fine, and I still lost weight that week because in the morning, I set myself up. I went and got a shake for breakfast, and I went and got a shake for lunch. I had 2 snacks, and then I had pozole for dinner. I didn't starve myself because that's what I used to do. When I used to be on a diet, I would not eat all day and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna eat dinner. That didn't help me. I'd gain weight or I would eat more. But this year I did it different. I was like, I'm gonna drink my 2 shakes, and I'm gonna have 2 protein snacks. So then that way I'm not starving, and it was fine. I was good. Let me see, sorry, like I said, I have a lot of notes. And I'll share a picture too of me from 2018 to 2019 Thanksgiving, because it's crazy just to see the difference. That month I did add a couple new things. I added just like fun snacks, which I talked about in a previous video. Halo Top, which is like a replacement of ice cream. It's protein-based ice cream, and it's pretty good. That's when I first started eating it. What else did I add? Oh, and I added these protein pancakes, the Kodiak cakes, which we love. Me and my husband love. Like, we've tried a lot of different flavors. I did add eggs again to my diet, but I made sure to do a lot of like veggies and cheese and stuff, because the first time I had eggs, I got sick. I got nauseous because it just grossed me out. I added tuna, but I got creative. Like, I made tuna patties. This is kind of when I started getting really creative with my meals, because my stomach was able to tolerate more. So yeah, that basically was my 4 months. So right now I'm going to be posting a picture of me from day of surgery to my 4 months. All right, you guys, so jumping into month 5, my starting weight was 212 and my ending weight for that month was 200. A couple of things that happened in that 5 months. We did a family photo shoot, me, my husband, and my 2 dogs, which I'll share some pictures here. I felt amazing. That dress was, I think it was a 2X, and it fit me big, but I loved it. It was red, and I wanted some Christmas cards. I always wanted to do pictures in like on top of a parking structure, so that's something that we did, and I felt super awesome and super confident in that photo shoot that we did. Let me see. Just random non-scale victories. I went back and I looked through my Instagram and my Instagram stories to see like what things I did differently that I wouldn't do prior. One of the things was wearing a hoodie. That sounds really, really stupid, but before, I loved hoodies. I loved the idea of like just putting on a hoodie and being comfy. I didn't really do that, you guys, because I would buy like a 3X hoodie and it wouldn't fit me comfy, it wouldn't look cute, and I just would avoid it. My go-to outfits was like a black t-shirt under with like a big cardigan on top so that I can cover my stomach. Like, that's what it is. And I still struggle with my stomach. I have loose skin. Obviously, losing 115 pounds, I have a lot of loose skin, especially on my lower stomach, but I just find ways of like dressing myself up so that I look good and I feel confident. But anyways, wearing a hoodie. So I bought a Christmas hoodie, and I'll share a picture, and I felt awesome. I wore it, and I think it was like a XL or something from Walmart, and it felt comfortable. Like, it's crazy. Like I said, it sounds so dumb, but like when these are things that you didn't do before, just putting on that hoodie, you're like, it makes your entire day. It's crazy. That month, December, I hit 100 pounds loss. So I remember getting on the scale and weighing 204, and I cried. I got off and I got back on multiple times, and I literally cried when I was doing that. But I hit 100 pounds on December 18th. I wrote down the date. And again, I'll share pictures on that. It was like a super emotional day. We went ice skating that month. We went twice, and I suck. I fell, but I got the courage to do it. When I was heavier, I wouldn't have done that. I would be like, nah, I'll just sit here and watch. And I did it twice. So the first time we went, I fell, but I still kept trying. It's hard. It's super hard. Your legs are burning, but I went with my family and it was super fun. And then I went the second time and I tried again. I suck. I fell. But again, those are things that you just do. Like, you get out of your comfort level and you just do it. You don't even think about it anymore. Before, I would just make up excuses on why I'm not doing it. Christmas, right? So Christmas in December, obviously, again, is the food. I had to go to a bunch of houses like I did for Thanksgiving, and my family makes pozole on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I did the same thing. I had a shake in the morning, a shake at lunch, and I had 2 snacks. And again, we had pozole. My family makes pozole for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. And I was fine. And I just kind of stuck to that because I knew that for Thanksgiving it worked for me. And I didn't really want to do, because like on Christmas, my mom still does like mashed potatoes. She doesn't do turkey. She does like it changes every month, every year, but she always has pozole because my sister doesn't like Thanksgiving food. She doesn't really like mashed potatoes and stuff, so I know that we'll always have pozole. But that's what I did, and I'm gonna share a picture of 2018 to 2019 Christmas. It's crazy, the difference. It's crazy. Let's see what else. This is a month that I changed my Instagram name from just my regular name to Body, Mind, and Soul underscore VSG. The reason I did that was because when I first got my surgery, I was like, I want to share my journey. I was planning to do YouTube from month 1, but I didn't because I felt like crap and because I felt like people didn't really care. But I always get on YouTube and I'm like searching people and like questions and like concerns and like different questions that I have about the surgery, and I can never find them, or I do sometimes. There's a lot of good people out there on YouTube and I watch them and they do help me, but sometimes there's things that I can't find. So I kind of wanted to do that. I kind of wanted to be that person to, post those videos, be real about my journey. Everyone's journey is different. I see people in 6 months that have lost way more than me, and some people have lost way less than me, but it is what it is. That's everyone's journey. So I just wanted to share mine, and I wanted to be more open on Instagram. I get so many messages now, and I have so many relationships with people that I've never met, just because obviously like there's people that I like in New York, like random places, and I talk to them like on a daily basis. Like we pump each other up on a daily basis because I feel like we understand the struggles and the little stupid things like buying a hoodie and it fitting and being comfortable. So it's really, really awesome. Like just like the community of the people that have gotten the surgery on Instagram and YouTube. But yeah, so then something else I did was I had a humongous bag in the closet from like 2 years ago of clothes that didn't fit me. I took out that bag and literally laid it out on my floor, and I went through every single outfit in there, and I'll post some pictures here too. But it was crazy because I was trying things on that never fit me, that had tags that I bought at like a Black Friday because it was $2, even though I knew it didn't fit me, and I was like, it's gonna fit me one day. And this was even before I thought about having surgery. This was just me like, I'm gonna lose weight, like I've always said. And it would never happen year after year after year, and that same clothes would stay there. So that was an awesome feeling. And then another big milestone was I filmed my first video on New Year's Eve, December 31st. I told myself 2020, I want to start my YouTube video. I really want to focus posting every single week. I didn't want to just start it and then like post one and then never post one again, or post one in 6 months. I said, if I'm going to do it, and I think that's why I waited so long. If I'm gonna do it, I'm going to be committed, and I'm going to post weekly, and I'm going to schedule it on my schedule, write it out, and what I'm going to post. Like, that's just the type of person that I am. I never wanna like do something half-ass, I guess. And yeah, so that was, I filmed it on the 31st, and I was super, super pumped about it. And then I posted my video in January. So I'm gonna be posting a picture right now about of me from day of surgery to 5 months post-op. And finally going into my 6th month, which I just hit. Basically, my starting weight was 200 and my ending weight was, I got on the scale today, because today is actually my 6 months, 189. So I dropped, I have it right here, I think it's 11 pounds. I suck at math, okay? 11 pounds in that month, or in this last month. Milestones in this last month was I posted my first YouTube video. So that was the first thing that I did on January. I've posted weekly since then, and again, like I just said, I'm gonna continue to be doing that, is posting every single week. I hit Wonderland, so I hit 199 on January 2nd, 2020. I really wanted to hit that goal before like 2019 ended, but it didn't happen. But then I did it 2 days later, so whatever. I hit 199, and again, it was a very emotional moment, just like it was when I hit the losing 100 pounds. I haven't seen the 1 in front of my weight probably since over 10 years ago. I think high school, my senior year maybe. So 2009 is when I hit, when I was in the hundreds, high hundreds obviously, but just to see the 1 in front of my weight was crazy. Like, it was a crazy moment. We went to Disneyland again, and keep in mind, you guys, these theme parks are things that I avoided. I didn't want to go to. Like, I don't remember the last time I've been to a theme park. But I didn't really like going, just because it's something that's pretty, I don't know. It's just overthinking it, and like standing in line, sometimes you wait an hour and then imagine them telling you can't fit on the ride. That happened to me a long time ago when I went to SeaWorld with my dad and my stepmom and my brother and my husband. It was like, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. And I got onto one of the roller coasters at SeaWorld here in San Diego, and I get on it and they're like, sorry, you don't fit. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding? And my dad was like, you fit, like sit up straight, like you need to sit up straight. And I sat up straight, and they freaking closed it, and it closed. But like the whole ride, that I think that ride has flips, or it's just super crazy. I was like, dude, this thing's gonna pop off. Like, what the heck, you know? But it was super embarrassing, because I literally thought I was gonna have to get off that ride. And ever since then, that's when I was like, I'm not going to Knott's. I'm not going to Six Flags. I'll do Disneyland, because like I explained earlier, I feel like there's a lot of rides on Disneyland that, you know, you can get on if you're heavy. But Knott's and Six Flags, you cannot. Like, if that happened to me at SeaWorld, that would have happened to me in those parks. And that's insane to me. And I also went to Knott's this month. And I went recently, and me and my husband got on like a lot of rides, and I didn't even have to worry about fitting into it. I was super comfortable in it, and it was just crazy. It's crazy. I think about it. I sit here and think about it, and I can get super emotional, because it's insane. I got on Supreme Scream, if you're familiar with Knott's, and I closed it, and I was so scared, but I think it closing and being comfortable, like I didn't even think about being scared, because I was more like focused on that moment. And I'll post a picture right here, because I was like super happy that, again, that I fit. It was me being excited that I fit comfortable more than the freaking ride, honestly. It was crazy. Let me see. This month I also got sick. I got a cold really bad, but I still stuck to my diet. I still lost weight that week. I just made sure to drink a lot of tea and to really stick to like my protein as much as I could and my liquids as much as I could. I didn't want an excuse on not losing weight that week just because I was sick. Oh my god, yeah, one of the first things I did too, first time thing, was hot yoga. So I went to hot yoga with my sister. I wanted to try something different because I don't really sweat a lot when I go to my personal trainer or even when I work out, because I'm working out really hard and I'm burning calories. I see it on my watch, but I'm not sweating. My sister sweats a lot and I can't sweat. It's weird. So my personal trainer recommended for me to go to hot yoga. I went into hot yoga and oh my gosh, I was sweating so much. And it was awesome, just like to clear your mind and like, you know, it's a whole hour. So I did it a couple times in a row and I need to go again. I think I'm going to stick to like once a week because I don't want to get burnt out of it either. A huge thing, this is like kind of TMI, but I'm going to share with you. Before surgery, I didn't get my period for 2 years. 2 years. I didn't get my period. And doctors would tell me different things. I had doctors be honest with me and tell me, oh, it's your weight. And then I had other doctors tell me like, oh, it's normal. How is that normal? Even when I was in high school, I would get it like every other month, maybe every other 2 months. And again, I would have people tell me that it was normal and I never understood that. And they said, oh, it's because you're an athlete. And when you work out a lot, you might not get your period. Which I was like, all right, whatever, anything to make me feel better, right? And the last 3 months, I've gotten my period every month. And it's crazy to me. So finally, my period is back to normal. I have it every single month. Well, for the last 3 months. So let's hope that it continues. But I just think like just my complete life change, my weight loss, me working out 5 days a week has completely changed my body. And it's like in shock on what's happening. So I'm super excited because obviously like me and my husband want to start a family. Not soon, but you know, in the future. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I got my surgery, is for me to be completely healthy. Sorry, I don't know what happened. My camera was saying that it was like too hot or something, which is weird. But yeah, so basically like I was saying, I got my period for the last 3 months. I'm super excited about it. I'm probably gonna make an appointment with an OB just to kind of see like how everything is working and just to share that. Because last time I went 2 years ago, I was telling her that I didn't get my period for 2 years and she was concerned. And she's like, come back when you lose 30 pounds. I never lost it, so I never went back. So now I'm gonna go back to just kind of, you know, follow up on that. I had my 6-month post-op appointment with my doctor yesterday and it went really good. He was really excited about my weight loss, but he just told me that moving forward it is about to get harder. Obviously my weight loss is going to slow down now that I'm, you know, I still have weight to lose. I still want to be like 150, 140. That's kind of like my range because I'm 5'4". So that's kind of like my goal and I'm going to get there. Hopefully in the next 6 months. I'm going to work my butt off to get there. But he was explaining to me that it's going to get that much harder because the weight is going to slow down, obviously. And then once I hit my 1 year, I mean, it's really hard to maintain. Half of the people, he told me half the people, probably even more, gain all their weight back. And I can't let that be me. And that's another huge reason why I started YouTube. And I'm so open on Instagram is, yeah, I want to help others. But honestly, the biggest reason is to hold myself accountable. I can't fail. I can't go back to that. I want to like... When I have kids, I want to be that mom that I can like run around with them. I want to be able to get on a roller coaster, not be like, oh, I need to sit out. Sorry, I'm getting super emotional. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I was getting emotional. But no, seriously, like I just want to be like the best version of myself for everything. For not just my future kids, but my little brothers. I have little brothers. For my relationships with everyone, my husband. I want to be a better wife. I want to be a better daughter, sister. Everything. Okay. God, I thought I was good. Anyways, things that I've stuck to really that has helped me like get to this stage and, you know, my weight loss. I mean, in total, I've lost 115 pounds in the 6.5 months. I think the biggest thing, you guys, is just staying focused and I think in the last couple of weeks is kind of, I don't want to say I've never cheated because I have, excuse me, but it's been little things. Like I went to Knott's and my husband got a funnel cake and I literally took 2 bites of the funnel cake. That's what I mean. I got, another thing is like baked chips. I got some hot Cheeto baked chips because I wanted some. I ate a little bit and guess what I did? I threw the bag away. Just things like that where, you know, I feel like food is an addiction, and that might sound really dumb to some people, but it is. It really is. And it's a constant struggle. And it is hard for me. I know it's a lot harder for other people. I've seen other people's videos on YouTube where they're like crying about food addiction, and like, yeah, it's really hard. I feel like I have that, but not to like a super crazy extent, you know, because right now I feel like I'm on such a high with like how I feel, and like I know that, you know, crappy food makes you feel crappy and healthy food and protein makes you feel good, and that's what I'm on, you know, and that's what I'm focused on. And just goals, meeting goals, setting goals, and reaching that goal. It's not just setting a goal and failing. I'm so over that. Like for so many years I said I'm gonna lose. It was crazy because on Christmas that's when it would hit me, because I would try to find like a cute outfit, you know, we're that family that sits in the sala in the living room and looks cute for no reason when we can be in pajamas. But I would wear the same thing. I would just go to Old Navy and get a black dress. I would get cute shoes, do my makeup bomb, do my hair bomb, and wear bomb jewelry. But I could never get like an outfit that I really wanted to wear. And every single year I was like, awesome, here we are, another year. Awesome, here we are, another year. And it would just go really, really fast. And now it's different. So it's just staying motivated. Also, another thing is I got a personal trainer. I still haven't walked into a gym. I got a personal trainer. I think I got her like 2.5 months, 3 months after surgery. And just waking up and doing that workout before work is what really I feel has focused, and I mean has helped me focus and stay on my grind, really. And then this month I went, so I had her for 5 days a week, and this month I went to 3 days a week because I want to add different things. Like I want to do yoga, I want to do hiking. I want to add different things and kind of push myself to the limit on what I can do. So that's kind of what I did. Who knows, maybe next month I'll go back to 5 times a week. I wanted to change it up a little bit right now. But yeah, and then the last, what I focus on is high protein. All my food is high protein. Like, well, most of my food is high protein. And I always make sure to meet my protein goals. Something that I do need to get better on. Yes, I do really good on my liquid, but some days I don't. And I need to be changing it up. Like even tea, like tea it counts as liquid, you know, Gatorade, water, Crystal Light, all those things count as your liquid. And I feel like so many people are just focused up on water, and like for me to get water in, it's hard. Just plain water, it doesn't really work. So it's just like when I'm cold, I don't want water, but what can I do is have tea, and I don't always do that, but I need to make sure to like stay on track, and regardless, no excuses. So yeah, that's basically what my last 3 months have been. So now moving forward, I'm super excited. I know it's gonna get tougher, but I'm ready. I'm ready for the month. My goal is to see the 170s. So that's like 9 to 10 pounds. I think it's doable, you know. In the last let me see, let me pull it up. I did post a video on my first month, second month, third month, if you haven't checked it out. But basically, you know, pre-op, I lost 13 pounds. First month, 30. Second month, 22. Third month, 14. Fourth month, 13. Fifth month, 12. And 6th month, 11. I just noticed that since 3 months, it's been 14, 13, 12, 11. Like it's been 1 pound less. Which I don't think is that bad. So I think, not that I think, I'm going to 10 pounds. 10 pounds this month. I can do it. I know I can. So again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please share it. Please like it. Please comment. Please let me know if I'm the only one struggling with these things. Sorry I got emotional. That hasn't happened in any of my videos, but hey, let's be real. So thank you so much. Have a good Sunday, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.